All right, so I wanted to bring you guys in on this Facebook market find of just random photography equipment. The guy didn't really have it listed well, but for all of this, he wanted 50 bucks. The thing that sold me were these newer 300 watt lights. I think they're a flash and a light. But what's crazy is when I got there, he had two of them. So come with me as I go through this and you let me know if I got a good deal. So here's some shots of the listing and here's the description. So I'm just gonna start setting everything out and we're gonna find out what we got because I just kind of loaded it and took off. So I'm gonna start setting everything out and we'll figure out how much it's all worth. All right, so far we are up to 7 lighting stands. 3 of the stands have these quad light bulb thing. These don't look like photo lights, they just look like residential, Philips lights, but they're cute. So there's got little on and off switches. They're made by Linco. These might just be an Amazonian brand. But so there's these two lighting stands, and then I'm not sure about this. Like, is this a extender or for a backdrop or for a boom arm? Because it looks like one of the lighting stands could plug into here. So, well, I guess we'll have to figure out what that's for. But 2 of the lighting stands have threads on them, and maybe it's for this. So maybe it's like a quick backdrop. But I was gonna bring you in while we're doing the bags. So there's this bag right here, which has another lighting stand. Okay. And in this bag, there is, another lighting stand. And then, I don't feel anything else in there. And then, is this just this kind of just looks like a, here, I'll set this up real quick. All right, got it all set up, but this is for a backdrop, it looks like. And then this tube just extends out. A little wobbly, but I mean, keep in mind, for all this so far, we're just 50 bucks in. So I'm assuming this is also for a backdrop, and I guess we'll set that up now. All right, so here's this backdrop, and then here's the other one that we just set up. Can you believe that? So this is another one. They both look like possibly 10 foot. Now there's this, it looks like an arm that comes out because it mounts on the lighting stand right there. And then looks like you could pivot it. So a bit of a boom arm here. So that's cool. Well, let's get into the other bag. So here's this bag. All right, so I didn't really go through this. Is there anything in here? It's actually a nice padded bag. Okay. Okay, well there's a box of something. It says Neewer trigger. All right, so we might be able to trigger the flashes with this. I don't see if there's anything else in here. Okay, there's a tripod with, there's a tripod with a control on it. So it's a Sony tripod with a control, and the control start, stop, lock, standby. I think it's telephoto, zoom, photo. Sony remote control. Ow. So, I mean, more of a Canon guy myself, but I don't think Canon makes tripods. But at least it has the plate. Sometimes when you find these tripods used, they don't even have the plate. So, well, that's pretty fancy. All right, we'll set that one aside now. Okay. Let's see what else is in here. It looks like another tripod. This one's made by Sunpack. And it looks like it's broken. Could probably have my son 3D print something right there. But there's another one. Okay, okay. Anything else in this? These are actually sandbags, which is funny because we just bought sandbags. Oh, there's clips for backdrops, which we just bought clips for the backdrops. Isn't that fun? Okay, so there's 3. There is 4 clips for the backdrop. Okay. Here is a newer softbox bag. Here's a strap. I don't know, it looks like a nice strap. It's got like a zipper compartment on there. Looks like you can hold memory cards. Okay. Here's another newer bag. And then here is another sandbag. I don't feel anything in that one. And then here's a cable. Kind of looks like another flash trigger cable. There's padding everywhere in this bag. All right, so it's flash trigger. I'll put this in here. So that's what the trigger says it is. Yeah, so it looks like we might be missing those pieces, but I was figuring we were gonna have to buy a trigger anyways for the Canon. All right, so we'll throw all this back in here. So what is that? 3 sandbags, a bigger bag, newer bags, sandbag, and more clamps, a strap. All right, so this bag is actually pretty nice. It's dusty. I think we've gone into all the compartments. Yeah. All right, so now let's figure out what this is. It is a Pro. Is this a Lima Studios? Another sort of Amazon brand. I don't feel anything in here. Okay. Oh, maybe this is like a little product box. Yeah, where you set up something like this for product shoots. That's cool. I mean, I don't know that I need it, but it's nice to have it. Ooh. All right, throw that over here. All right, so now there's all these diffusers. Some of them have seen better days. Not sure about that. That kind of looks like a Bowens mount. Well, not really. It's just a circle. Looks like there's an inner diffuser in here too, but the outside of it's a little bit niffy. So that's a newer one. And then here's one that is exactly the same. So these must be specific to those lights. So you must just slide these on and screw those tension screws in. Now these ones, I'm not sure. They got these big old things right here. Maybe these ones are for the light bulbs. And yeah, they kind of look like they're for the light bulbs. So somehow this goes into here. Yeah, so this goes into here. And then I guess you just kind of wrestle. Yeah, there it is. So that's what it looks like from that side. This is not bad. There's no diffuser on this side from what I can tell. So then that makes sense. So there's 3 of those and there's 3 of these here, right here. Okay. So now we're gonna plug some stuff in and see if it really works. All right, so we're gonna see if this one works. Yep. That's actually not a bad color. So now let's see if this one goes on. Oh, there we go. So it's 2 out of 3 so far. Now let's see if this one goes on. You know what's weird is the power switch on this is actually reversed. So I don't know what's going on there. But we actually have an event today, and my second shooter, I think that these would be perfect for him just to light up the area, because it's not like a super professional gig, even though I'm coming at it with a professional mindset. So I'm gonna have a backdrop and my flashes and stuff like that, but he's gonna have probably these just to help him out, cast some light towards people. But let's see if we can't test out the flashes now. All right, so we plugged one of them in. Now let's turn it on. I guess we'll go to the back here. Okay. I've never used one of these before. Let's see what it, oh, I guess it works. That's interesting. So I guess there's even a modeling light. Yeah, like right there. So I guess you can have a modeling light going on. And it says audio, and then it says cell. I'll have to dig into all this and see what's going on. But here's where one of those sync cords plugs into. Hopefully they're wireless. It looks like they have an optical flash fire up here. So I don't know, maybe we could use those. We'll have to see. But let's turn this one off and let's see what the other one does. Alrighty. All right, so I'm gonna do the same. Well, this one's not happy. It says U1 or UI. Not sure. I'm not sure if I need to press and hold something. Seems to be doing a very annoying beep though. So I think we'll look into this and see what's going on. Maybe the flash tube is burned out, or maybe the fuse is popped. Seems to be stuck on audio, and it's blinking test for some reason. All right, well, we'll shut that one off right now because it is severely annoying. So I think we were right. These look like they just screw on to the ends of those. But all right, what do you guys think? Was this a good deal? 2 backdrops, these 3 lights, and at least one of these is working. The other one we need to research, and so just comment down below if you know what's going on with that one. But if nothing else, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lighting stands. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then a boom arm thing. But so thanks for watching this episode. If you guys want to see more about this, or if you have any Facebook deals, put them down below. See you later.